What is going on, everyone? Let's fucking talk about it. I'm sorry for the cursing. I'm very upset. The Houston Texans are pretenders, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just get that out the way. CJ Stroud, he's having a sophomore slump. Let's get that out the way. DeMeco Ryans, he's having a sophomore slump. Head coaching wise, his defense is fine. But his inability to hold people accountable, his inability to deal with the issue, which is this offense. And I am looking at the coordinator, Bobby Slowick, because once again, the Houston Texans failed to score 7 in the second half. You know what's sad? The Houston Texans defense has scored more second half touchdowns in the past 2 games than the Texans have in 5. This is not a Super Bowl contender team. You're on the verge of a slippery slope. Ladies and gentlemen, the Houston Texans fall to the Tennessee Titans 27-32 in a game where you saw your defensive line get 8 sacks. Before we get into it, episode brought to you, powered by BetUS. Shout out to them. 150% bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000 on your second and third. 125% bonus. Promo code YouTube150. If you took the Houston Texans 9 points, I apologize. I am sorry. But shout out to BetUS. Quick 24-hour payouts, 24-hour customer service. BetUS, where the game begins. There is one quote that just disgusted me from our head coach, DeMeco Ryans. Let me find it real quick. This is from Cody Stutes. Shout out to Cody. DeMeco Ryans said the offense gave the Texans enough points to win the game. He said the defense didn't do enough to finish. This is how you lose players in your locker room. I know the defense is not to blame for this game. The same way I know the defense wasn't to blame against the Detroit Lions, where you picked off Jared Goff 5 times. We know what the problem is, ladies and gentlemen, and it's the offense. It is the second half offense. It is Bobby Slowick. You cannot have your second-year quarterback and your second-year OC having a sophomore slump at the same time. Because it is just going to get worse and worse, ladies and gentlemen. And if a change is not going to be made soon, then CJ Stroud is going to get worse and worse, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what? I told y'all this was a possibility. Remember all the way back in week 7 after CJ Stroud was sacked against the Green Bay Packers, he comes off the field, throws his helmet on the ground. I said, Houston, we have a problem. And the offense, ladies and gentlemen, got worse every single week. And now we are seeing the results of making no moves. CJ Stroud having a sophomore slump. CJ Stroud looking nothing like he did in year 1. You are putting your young quarterback's development at risk. We all know what needs to happen, guys. We all know what changes need to be made. Will the Houston Texans do it? No, because they haven't. This is where I look at ownership. Cal and Hannah McNair, I know you are pissed off that you lost this game with all the trash talk in the offseason from Hannah McNair. We know the beef between the Texans and Tennessee Titans. This loss stings the same way when you went over there and beat them and got Mike Vrabel fired. That loss stings. I wonder if they get involved because they're not dumb. They know what good football is, and we haven't seen good football from this offense all year. Maybe they make the decision to get rid of Bobby. Or at least, have the play calls go to Gerard Johnson. Because that's the only move that I can see that could potentially save this season for the Houston Texans, because it's not going to get better, ladies and gentlemen. This offense is what it is. Cannot protect their quarterback to save their life. And in the second half, this entire offense collapses. And now you have to add into the fact your young quarterback is struggling. I don't trust CJ Stroud anymore, ladies and gentlemen. It hurts to say that. It really does. I think he's now thrown an interception in what, 4 straight games, 3 straight games? He's at 9. This entire offense, ladies and gentlemen, has been a disaster. And the fact that you get 8 sacks from your defense, you get a pick 6 from Jimmy Ward, and you still lose this game the same way I was flabbergasted when you picked off Jared Goff 5 times and still lost that game. This is the same old Houston Texans, ladies and gentlemen. And if you are a fan of this stream, a fan of the channel, you know how much I hate that. Speaking of the stream, thank you, to all who watched the epic collapse. But, Harley said it on Bleacher Report, man. With the hiring of DeMeco Ryans, you thought a new era was going to start in Houston. And sadly, guys, it has not happened yet. I still think it definitely could. I love DeMeco Ryans. I really do. But it would be wrong for me not to question why a move hasn't been made yet, why he, continues to dance around the problem. It's not hard to go out there and say that the offense sucks. But for you to put your own defense onto the bus and say they didn't do, what, did you win 12 sacks, DeMeco? Of course you did. I would have loved 12 sacks. But if you would have got those 12 sacks, do you think the Texans still could have won this game with this offensive performance? No. And where I get frustrated, really, guys, is, I sit here and I think about the quote from DeMeco. We're not waiting for you. He told that to the rookies. 2 of these rookies are playing, are some of your best football players, Kamari Lassiter and Caden Bullock. They're looking at the rest of us and are saying, we're not waiting for you. I'm not looking forward. Well, I am looking forward because, of course, I would want to see if this team freaking snaps out of it. But I'm not looking forward to seeing this offense play football, man. They're boring. There's no creativity. There's nothing. There's no swagger. There's no kill mentality. All that's on the defense. And until a bright offensive mind comes, just expect this Houston Texans offense to struggle under Bobby Slowick. But ladies and gentlemen, once again, the Houston Texans fall to the Tennessee Titans 32-27. For more Houston Texans content, y'all feel free to follow me for more. This episode is being brought to you and powered BetUS. Promo code YouTube150 gives you the 150% bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000. On your second and third, 125%. We'll be back tomorrow, guys, man. Win or loss, we're here. We're here. I love you all. I love you all. Hope you have a real blessed rest of your Sunday. Try to enjoy it, please. I know we lost, guys, but hey, we're alive. We're breathing. We have family. See you guys tomorrow.